As you can see, it's a technically difficult topic. So much has happened just this week that as I'm writing the speech, I'm having to throw chunks out because the marketplace has changed. Tuesday, Microsoft made a big announcement just in order to give the you-know-what to Google, who made their announcement on Wednesday. Google had one little mistake in their demo. People freaked out. It lost $100 billion in market value in 1 hour. Now, it recovered the next day when people figured out that that really was not worth dropping $100 billion worth of market value. But that shows you what's going on and how valuable this is. Should we be able to display all this, we'll talk through it. But let's fill it in a little bit. Last time we talked about what is AI. Right now, AI is a buzzword that is being slapped on every product that you can see, from CAT scanners in the hospital to backhoes out laying cable. They're all going to be claimed to be AI. So I suggest that when you hear AI, put that aside and think, oh yeah, buzzword. If you see something labeled as using machine learning, that shows somebody besides marketing got involved and was trying to tell you what's really going on. So we're going to learn today a little bit about machine learning and a little bit about AI and how technically difficult it is. And you may have to talk to my back here. Listen to my back for a second. Yeah, this is the HDMI problem. This all worked perfectly just before the meeting, of course. And then the laptop decided it wanted to go into standby mode, despite my telling it not to go into standby mode. None of which took AI to mess up. That's just your normal technology kind of mess up. We need to get the other one. No, this is all good. So you couldn't get to the screen where it was HDMI?
Yeah. Is are you on 1 or 2?
1. Yeah, it keeps showing the DVI analog input. He's a trying. As you can see here on the screen. Ha ha!
And welcome to today's AI speech. My name is Fakey McFlake, and I am honored to be a co-host this morning. As many of you already know, AI, or artificial intelligence, is a rapidly growing field that has the potential to revolutionize the way we live and work. Whether it's self-driving cars, voice-activated personal assistants, or advanced medical diagnosis systems, AI is changing the world around us in ways we never thought possible. At Del Mar Toastmasters, we are always looking for new and innovative ways to help our members grow and develop their public speaking and leadership skills. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be inspired and informed as we delve into the fascinating world of AI. I am so glad you have invited me to speak to you. I am an avatar generated by AI. Yes, my gestures are weak, but I never use filler words. Andrew, it's your turn. Whoa! She's scary. What was her name?
Fakey McFlake.
What?
Fakey McFlake. This was completely computer generated. It wrote the speech, I did a little editing because he kept insisting that Toastmasters occurs in the evening. I insisted that it be saying good morning to us. Okay? And I changed her name to Fakey McFlake, just in case you were wondering. So, ChatGPT wrote this. Took about 4 seconds. I put the input in of, give me a speech for Toastmasters introducing the concept of AI. It knew Toastmasters met in the evening. It knew to say nice things about Toastmasters. And it did a pretty good job. Fed this to a different product, again, free, and it generated that avatar. I chose what she looked like, what accent she uses. The hand gestures are weak. Not bad. For free, very good. And then, basically, dropped it into a PowerPoint slide, which has caused more trouble than the whole effort that I used to put that together. Today, we're going to talk about what's machine learning, which is what all of the current AI products are really doing. Here's your brain. This is your brain on drugs. No, this is your brain over here, densely packed neuron structure. This is an actual neuron that comes out of your brain. Okay? 100 billion neurons in the brain. We have no idea how many synapses that forms. It is the most densely packed, complex structure that we know of. Period. So, everybody put your hand up like this. You are now all neurons. Okay? These are your inputs. This is your output. So you're going to take that input and you're going to feed to another neuron. Up. Keep your hands up. Okay. So let's say, is this a cat? You're now a neuron to decide if it's a cat. Does it have a tail? Does it have pointy ears? Is it really, really cute? Is it covered with fur? If you get 3 of 4, let's say it's a cat. And you look at, there's no tail. Okay, it's a cat. Boom, you vote yes. Now, you've all turned your brilliant, highly packed brains into one very simple neuron. Imagine all of you now are a structure of neurons. So this group is in charge of tailness, so they can get a lot more detailed on it. This group in charge of cuteness, get a lot more detail, on and on. Then we sum up the votes. Cat, no cat, okay? It's not necessarily on or off like we're used to thinking of binary. Instead, it's catness. Yeah, close enough. Let's say you get it right. Everybody gets a jelly bean, so you do a better job. Let's say you do it wrong. It's actually a dog, but a very cute dog. Bob yells at you. Boom, everybody's less likely next time to say that dog is a cat. We are doing reinforcement of learning, okay? We are in real trouble on time. So, now let's imagine that we had 1 million Toastmasters together all doing it. We could do a really accurate job of judging catness, okay? That's what the computer is doing. It is, of course, we made it nice and linear because we're engineers, and we make a structure that's doing the same kind of thing, and then doing some tricky little math to sum up all of our answers. It's actually pretty simple, right? And so here's the same kind of thing going on. We've got layers of input. We've got what are called hidden layers, where we're summing in different ways, doing feedback loops, things like that, to decide, is it a cat, a bird, or a dog? This is a more accurate kind of a chart. When you hear me say that GPT has 175 billion parameters, think about these little dots. Whoops, there she goes. Think about these little dots that are going on up here. These are all parameters. The way they're connected are part of the parameter structure. You think that we are programming like this, nice, logical, written in almost English sort of structure, which somebody has done a clever flowchart on. The truth is, we have no idea what's going on inside here. You could dump out all these numbers, billions of numbers. How are you going to evaluate that? You don't. You test what goes in and what goes out and try to make it better. What they do today is at the very end, where it's about to give you output, it looks for trigger words. It looks for Nazi, for instance, and says, bad, we're not going to put that out. But it went right ahead and generated every filthy conspiracy, worst thing you can imagine, and it's being blocked at the very end. Kind of like your own internal editor to keep you from saying things that you shouldn't say. Okay? And that's why it's leaking lies, fiction, whatever they can. They've already figured out how to hack all that and to get around it.
You go right ahead and yell at him. Andrew, that was a great speech. I really hope you humans can adapt. Have a great day.
Thank you.